powerful evil.
We call him Dracula.
Dracula is leaving his castle and taking to the seas. The latest iteration of the legendary vampire takes a new form in The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's out today in theaters. Now, the movie explores a chapter from Bram Stoker's classic Dracula, set on a ship sailing from Eastern Europe to England, when mysterious happenings on board turn out to be the workings of the creature of the night himself. For more, let's bring in CBC's entertainment senior writer, Jackson Weaver. He's here with our Friday film review. Okay, so as original as Vampires on a Boat sounds, this is actually based on an existing story.
Yeah. As you noted, that chapter in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, in the book, it's really more just kind of a setup piece. It's like a couple thousand words, I guess, and it is spooky, scary. What we get is a captain sailing a ship to England, and, you know, some roilings, boilings under the hold start to go on, and he hears what eventually ends up being Dracula. You know, this is kind of, we all know what this story is going to be just from the trailer there. But what's kind of surprising, I don't want to give away the ghost too much right now, but that chapter early on in the book, small part of the book, it's more of the H.P. Lovecraft kind of hinting at the terror, just setting you up for what you're going to be spooked on over later in that book. This movie is, you know, full pedal to the floor, almost an action movie adaptation of that, where we get Dracula in full. Again, I don't want to give away too much of my thoughts as of yet, but I don't know how smart of a decision this was, but we'll get more into it in a little bit.
And Jackson, this isn't the first movie this year based on that source material. What can you tell us on that?
No, it's like, it's not even the first Dracula Bram Stoker adaptation this year. Earlier this year, we saw Renfield, Nicolas Cage movie that really kind of went the comedy route. Now, this one is very, very, very different than that, and we get a number of big stars in this. Corey Hawkins plays Clemens, the man who's on this boat, kind of as a last-minute addition. He's the doctor there. He was in Black Klansman, Straight Outta Compton. He played Dr. Dre. We get Liam Cunningham, the Irish legendary actor. You might know him best from Game of Thrones. But those kind of names pull in a gravitas to this story. And not only is this story, you know, dark, dreary, doom heavy, it's almost a decade in the making with almost the same amount of pathos in the real lives of people that tried to bring it to the screen. So many directors fell off, so many writers fell off, so many actors fell off. It's been such a difficult time getting this movie to the theaters. But what Universal Pictures is really hoping for is this is kind of the start of a dark universe. And at the close of this movie, we do actually get kind of a hint of more things to come, but I don't know how much people are going to be on board for that after they see this movie.
Okay, so to that point then, we know that it's based on an iconic source, but how good is this film?
Yeah, I mean, how good it is... Ooh, I don't want to be too mean, but this is not the best movie I've seen this year, let's say. Now, some of the failings in this are, it's a monster movie, and it does the opposite of what the best monster movies do, which is use your imagination to bump up the scares. You know, we've all seen Jaws, of course, and the best thing about Jaws is we keep that shark under the surface right until the end. Your imagination can scare you more than anything on screen ever can. Now, in this one, we see Dracula pretty early on. What I will say in defense of this movie is it's a new kind of Dracula. It's an animalistic, demonic, almost xenomorphic from Aliens type of monster. I want to show you a little bit. We have a clip here, and you can give form your own opinion on how scared you feel after this.
Anthony, you're afraid! You're afraid of what lies on the other side! Anthony, I'm a living thing!
Now, that spooky, scary guy we saw, that Dracula there, is actually played by a Spanish actor by the name of Javier Botet. And now he is famous for so many things. He has been in It, Alien Covenant. You see him on the screen there. He has the body control and the body type to really form these monsters, but it's not scary enough. We see him too early, and we see so many kind of pathos-driven elements in the characters. There's just too much there. It falls flat. It's a bit of a mess.
Okay, so I have a bit of an inkling of what this next board is going to look like, but here we go. Jackson Weaver, what's the final rating?
In short, not great, not terrible. 2.5 Dracula fangs out of 5. If you have some time, check it out, but
Okay, I'll save my precious time. Thank you, Jackson. That CBC Entertainment reporter, Jackson Weaver.
Thanks.